This is the tractor we're going to be using in the recovery, and it is a balmy 23 degrees. You can see the frost level on everything. Hopefully this old girl will start. It's a four-wheel drive with fluid in the rear tires. It is a Heston model 8076. I don't know if that's 76 horsepower or 80 horsepower. And it's got a quick 310 loader with some homemade forks. Down here in Kentucky, you kind of see it all. They're a little harder on their equipment. It's cattle country. And you can tell this thing's been out loading round bales in the mud and the muck. Hopefully she starts. You can see we've chiseled our way through the ice. Give it just a little bit of throttle. Come on, old girl. Hey! She's wanting to work. Here's our shift pattern. Hey, all right. We're in business. Moving nice and slow because this area is unknown to me, and it's quite a hill that we're actually heading down. I know it doesn't look like much on camera, but it's about a 6-foot cliff that we're driving down right now. Fortunately, I can see there's old tire tracks from like a gator or something. Unit's already in four-wheel drive. It's down there. Quite a gully hole right there. Almost back to the tractor. We're here to rescue. Here we are, walking up to the tractor on this frosty, cold morning. You can see we've got kudzu starting. We're kind of right in the middle of Kentucky. Here's the tractor we're interested in rescuing. It is a Case 830 Comfort King. I'll walk around the backside. You can see the tires are pretty low, pretty flogged out. Like I said, they're pretty rough on tractors in Kentucky. Petrified hay or straw bale. Rubber's not too bad, honestly, matches that. I'd say it's 80% life. Must have put rubber on it at some point. And here you can see problems we have. Trees growing through the steering bars. Pretty good sized trees. We'll try to get these out without damaging anything. I know those plastic air breathers are pretty fragile. Case diesel still on the generator setup. Might work. Not even sure if this has power steering or not. I don't think it does. Not that it matters, because the tractor doesn't run. Let's see if we can find a serial tag. This is a Case 830 Comfort King. It is very close to the Case 730 Comfort King that we have, and my brother Luke is disking with it. I will pop a link to a video right up there in the corner. You guys can check that out. Here is the serial tag. You can see. Let's check and see what the oil looks like. Not too bad. It's black. Believe it or not, still up on the full point. Looking here at the back of the tractor, I don't think it spent a lot of time as a drawbar tractor, but the 3-point arms have some really profound wear, and the balls have spent quite a bit of time, and the rust scale that's on them, they have spent quite a bit of time in use. The center link is missing. Let's hop up. Overview of the operator's platform. The case power steering eagle is missing out of the steering wheel. That's kind of typical. And the seat could use some padding. Let's see if we can see how many hours are on the old girl. Right here, staring me in the face, is the center link for the 3-point right here. So that's pretty cool. Looks to be fairly complete and fairly straight. Looking here at the instrument cluster, you can see we have our speed gauge. That was always a nice feature. The case was pretty early on in installing, and if the hour counter works, she's sitting at 2,985 hours. One of the things I really love about these tractors and the 30 series are these little eyebrows over the lights. It's just very aesthetically pleasing to me, and I'm really always on the lookout for a little case dozer that has those same eyebrows. They did make them, and I love that case eagle right there in the middle. I have this ordered for the case dozer project. This Derelict old farm is pretty unique and kind of a little spooky. I don't know that I'd want to be running around out here at night. I'm guessing someone liked the horns on this, and the cow either passed away or was butchered, but that's kind of spooky. There is several old derelict trucks, semis, cars. Unfortunately, I can't film them all. There's also this David Brown, which I believe is a case 995 tractor, sitting derelict. That's not what we're after today. And right beside it is this beautiful old baby blue or sky blue Plymouth. Has a Nebraska license plate on it. Says it's a deluxe model. Pretty nice. Hopefully there's no rattlers in here. Quite a swanky rig, big old steering wheel. It's kind of a shame to let it sit here. Looking here at the back of the Plymouth, you can see it came out of Nebraska. We're in Kentucky, and it was on the road in '97 apparently. So that's pretty cool. That's enough talking out of me though. We need to get to work on the task at hand. making a little bit of progress. The rigid sawzall is eating these trees for lunch. Pretty crazy. That's about a 4-inch stump, and then I had to cut off a little 2-incher. Now we've got to take out the 6-inch one. I'm sure it's going to be all this thing once. Let's get started. That kudzu vine is no joke. We've made a little bit of progress. I think my game plan is to cut this off about here, kind of like a chainsaw would, so that the top will lay that way. And then I will cut this basically like 5x5 trunk, and then we hopefully won't damage our air cleaner. We have our tiny little wedge cut out, so you can see. Now I'll start cutting this way, and there'll be some hinge wood here, hopefully to control the descent. All right, we have the top cut off the tree. Now we'll reposition and we'll go after cutting that bottom off. I guess you could call that logging with a sawzall. We have our stump cut. I'd say it's 6 inches wide and about 7 inches deep, and it was deforming the tire. It's kind of crazy. Let's see if we can hook up the old Heston and give this thing a tug. Earlier in the video, I talked about how Kentucky tractors and Tennessee tractors are always used and abused. What on earth happened here that a crack was able to get all the way up to there, down around the front? It's crazy. This was broke off. It's insane. In fact, I doubt it'll come up on camera. This wheel is canted out this way, whereas that wheel is canted in this way. Crazy. I think what I've decided to do is to pull the David Brown out straight, way out of the way, and then pull the 830 case straight back. I'll have to move all this stuff, and then we won't be pulling the machine deeper down into the deep holler here. We will just have to pull it up a little 4-foot hill. So that's what I'm going to work on now. Sometimes you have to grab the bull by the horns. Yummy. Let's see if we can figure out how to get the old David Brown into neutral. Not the most ergonomic thing in the world to get on. Huh. Oh, that's a shin getter. Sketchy. All right. We've got high, neutral, low. Neutral. Okay, double neutral on that. Let's hook up the Heston. All right, the old bay is getting cleared out. The Heston worked flawlessly. We've got to shove the David Brown back to its, I'm sure, final resting place. We'll bring you along. We shoved the David Brown down in where the case was setting. I thought the owner might like that a little more, and now the trees can start to grow up again. One last look at the old Plymouth. Pretty cool old car, but that's not my cup of tea. I like antique iron. The Heston served us well. We used a pallet under the front axle of the David Brown to shove it back in the barn. And then Luke didn't have to ride it with no steering and I'm sure no brakes. So we're going to pick up the front of this tractor with two machines that I'm very, very familiar with running and not scared of at all. And we're gonna get this 830 loaded up and shoved on to the gooseneck. We have the unit loaded. unit chained down. Everything went according to plan. I'm going to now check the unit for loose things that will slide off and kill someone that's following behind, such as the center link up on the operator's platform. I don't know if you guys will see too much more of this on the channel. I was kind of picking this up for a friend, and if he ends up not wanting it, I don't know, I might take it in. I'm not ruling anything out. I'd like to thank everyone for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more, and we'll see you next time.